All right, welcome back to another Friday Night Lights reaction reel with the Oxford FNL crew. I'm Coach Haley, playing out of Oxford, Florida, and we play pretty regularly on Friday nights. Good group of 3.5 to 4.0 plus players, and I like to record some of the matches with permission and do an analysis. So here's my thoughts on this. Now I'm gonna set the scene here. I'm gonna caveat this a little bit. It was like even though we're in Florida, it was like 43 degrees out this night. It was cold AF. And actually, up until that point, I've been wearing my hoodie the whole time. And I knew I was going to record it, so I took the hoodie off. But like, I never took the hoodie off that whole time because it was so cold. And I'm wearing like 4 layers. Yeah. So all this to say, it's probably nobody's best night of pickleball. Even though, but we did have some good points nonetheless. But give us a little grace. But I gotta teach people, pickleballers are crazy. We're cray-cray. We play on anything. So even though it was 42 degrees out, it was super cold, especially for Florida. We were out there. We did it. We did the thing. So anyway, here we go. All right, so we're gonna pause. So on the far side, Krista's serving. Krista's playing with Larry. Me, I'm here on the right, as you can see, and I'm playing with Tommy. He's in the turquoise blue, and let's get it going. All right, good serve. Oh, good shot, Larry. Trying to defend. Yeah, look at that defense. Larry strikes it wide again. Oh, and Tommy can't get there. So, good play on the other. For the other team. Larry did a great job of hitting that inside out forehand to Tommy's backhand wide. Really smart play, good smart shot selection there from Larry to target Tommy's backhand with those wide forehands. So let's watch that again. All right, serve, good return. So here he does. He hits that first wide forehand. Defense, good defense there. Maybe should have swung at that one. I don't know. Yeah, because I didn't, couldn't do much with it. I mean, those were good shots right at my feet. Maybe if I would have shoveled it or been able to swing, especially that second one. The first one, probably I couldn't have done much with that. But anyway, nice job, Larry, hitting that inside out forehand, hitting those angles, putting Tommy on the defensive, and you guys got the point. So well done. All right, next we got Krista's serving. Here we go. Big wind up. Return and run, of course. Oh, great wide shot. Oh, but I got it back. So that's a tricky shot. So, yeah, let's back it up. Back it up. All right. So here we go. I return, I run. Now Krista hits a great angle right there. You can see how I'm having to move out there wide. Now, when you hit that angle, she does what you should be doing. She's squeezing that middle because that's probably going to be the safer shot. You're going to expect the player that's hitting it wide to probably try and hit the safe escape shot down the middle. But, I'm not every player. So here I go. And yeah, here I am wide, but you see how I'm able to hit a sharp, wide angle back cross court that she wasn't expecting, and that put her on the defensive, and then she missed it in the net. So not everybody has that shot, but if you can pull that out every once in a while, you see that the other players have shifted, her being on the right side, she's covering that middle. So if you can pull them wide, a little bit, not too wide, but a little bit back wide to where she can't get that shot. So that's what I did. And you see how she had to lunge and she missed it into the net. So let's watch that one more time. Okay, here we go. Wind up and the pitch. Return and run. Here she pulls me wide, but I pull her back wide. Ha, 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 ha. Gotcha. So anyway, good point. On to the net. Yeah, look at that. Oh, come on. Let's go. All right, Larry serving. Nice backhand slice return, and he does. All right, okay. That's what I like. That one's short and simple, but I want to point something out there. I feel like the slice return might be one of the most underrated, underutilized shots in pickleball. So, in tennis, we call it a chip and charge. It's just easy. You keep the ball low over the net. It's easy so that it forces the other player to try and have to hit up on the ball. If you can kind of chip it or slice it so it comes low over the net, and then that backspin, it's kind of spinning away from you, and then the other team, and it's slow, they don't know what to do with it. So like, especially at this 3-5, 4-0 level, that's a really good shot to have in your repertoire and to add into the mix to try and force an error out of the opposing team. Either, a lot of times they just miss the return. They don't know what to do with it. A lot of people don't know how to handle that backspin. Or if they do, just like, you know, the point of it is, hey, maybe that, you know, because it stays low, it's not going to bounce up as much. They have to hit up on the ball, and then you're going to get an easier shot, maybe a volley, a put away, or you're at least an attackable ball nonetheless. So let's watch that one more time. Here we go. Larry serves. Boom, slice backhand, it just dies. It just dies. And so he, you know, he didn't know what to do with it. So if you don't have that shot in your repertoire, I would highly recommend you start working on, you know, a slice return and chip and charge. Practice that chip and charge. You know, underutilized again, and it gives you time to get to the kitchen. So it's a slower moving ball that, you know, with a little bit more air under it. So it gives you time to return and run and get to that non-volley zone line. So all in all, that's a really smart return choice in many situations. I feel like probably a lot of you could do well to add into your repertoire. So think about that. That's your homework. That's your homework. Okay, next. Krista's serving. Return and run. I'm keeping it back. See how I'm targeting her? Okay, another deep shot for Larry. Yep, right at his feet. Boom. Okay, so you see Krista's going to serve. Forward it. Okay, good return. Now see here, you know, it's a roll volley. It's not an attackable shot. So I'm just trying to hit it, keep them deep. I don't want them to get into the kitchen. So see, I'm just trying to hit it deep. I hit it deep to Krista's feet. She hits it back to me. I let it bounce. And again, this is not an attackable ball. So this is the one I'm going to hit to Larry, who's kind of standing in the transition zone. That's okay. You know, but again, I'm going to hit it at his feet right there. See how he had to bend over? And I get the shot that I want. He popped it up. Boom. And I'm able to hit that volley. So what I want people to keep in mind here is don't be too quick to go on the offense. All right. What I think some people do is they just want to, after that third shot, they just want to go and bang their way. But, you know, you see that patient play. I hit it deep to Krista. She hit it back to me. And I recognize even that shot, even though it kind of bounced up, that wasn't an attackable, not an attackable ball, not where they're standing on the court. So your best bet is, since they're still back at the baseline, kind of in that non-volley zone, not the non-volley, the transition zone, you know, to keep them pushed back there and aim at their feet. And that's exactly what I did. Larry popped it up. I got the easy put away. Boom. That's it. That's how it's done. All right. So let's watch that in real time again. Watch it again. Good deep return in there. Okay, push it back, keeping her back. All right, letting it bounce, keep him back. At his feet, boom, easy put away. That's how you do it. All right, Tommy's serving. All right, he's up there. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, good job, opposing team. Tommy serves it. You know, standard serve return. Okay, Tommy gets it up there. Now, Krista hits a lower shot that I have to kind of scramble for. So you see how I'm reaching and I have to scramble forward. I wasn't ready to move forward. And so because of that, you know, I popped it up a little bit. It wasn't totally, you know, pop up, but she was ready and waiting. And you see Tommy, I don't think he didn't read the moment. So he's actually moving into the kitchen, even though I didn't hit that great of a shot. So probably he should have stayed back, you know, a step or two here. Before moving in. And even so, even if you're going to move into this, okay, maybe he thought I can sneak in and kind of go on the offense, that, you know, which you might be able to do. He didn't get set. So he's still running into the kitchen when Krista's hitting this shot, and he was completely off balance when she hit it, and she just caught him. She just caught him right there. So, you know, you have two options there. If you're going to run into the kitchen, you have to be ready to be set and hit that ball and get your legs set. He wasn't. Probably would have been the better idea to, you know, recognize that I didn't hit that great of a shot and actually stay back a step or two and give yourself a little bit more time to react, you know, for when Krista goes on the offense. So well done there, Krista. We'll watch that again. Here we go. All right. That's it. See, I scramble, I pop it up just a little bit too much. Krista goes on the offense. All right, here we go. Another return. Larry with the lob. Krista gets it back. Another lob. Oh, okay. So all right, here we go. Here's today's, we'll call it controversial call, even though it wasn't a call. But I want to know, who do you think should have taken that shot? All right, so we'll play it back. Krista had good defense. He tries to put it away again. Larry's there. Okay, now look where it's going. It's kind of coming to staying on my side of the court, but it is Tommy's forehand, all right? He's got a little bit of momentum. Who should take that? Who do you think should take that? I'm genuinely curious to know. You know, and so what ended up happening obviously is because, you know, I thought I should have it. He thought he should have it. And we both kind of pulled back or crossed wires. And of course, you know, we ended up missing it. But I'm genuinely curious because here he is. He's going to step in now. Generally, the left court player can take those balls and move over and cross over that center line. And especially if forehand smash like that, perfectly acceptable for them. But I also had a pretty good read on this shot, you know, so that's why I was like, I'm going to try and take it with my backhand. Like, you know, I've got a good backhand flick or two-handed backhand smash, believe it or not. So I could have had a good read on it. So I don't know. But obviously, you know, we got in each other's way and missed the shot. So put a comment below. I want to find out who you think should have had that shot, and let me know. All right, next. I'm serving. Larry's returning. Get in there. That's it. Oh, good roll. Good point. That's it. He got in there. I like it. Oh, all right. So that's it. So he messed up. Okay, so that was a good point. Good patient play from each side. Some good things there. Larry returns it. He hits it a little bit short, so that enables me to get in there on this third shot. I do a little bit of a drive. Krista's there. She hits it to Tommy. Tommy's ready for it. And again, we're not, you know, we're attacking, but not like being aggressive, if that makes sense, right? So we're playing patient. We are trying to go a little bit on the offense, but nobody's like trying to just bang and bang and bang, okay? So we're trying to work the point a little bit. He has good defense right there. He's able to get it back. That's it. And he sees that he's able to block it back to where it's short, where it stays in the kitchen. And he was like, oh yeah, I can move in now. So it was a good block reset, a reset block to where now we can both push into that kitchen line, that non-volley zone line again, and try and get back on the offense. So that was good recognition from Tommy that, oh, I hit a good block, reset block, volley, and we can move in. So I really like that he did that right there. So, you know, good defense, you know, good way to read the point on both sides, trying to extend the point out. Good pickleball right there where both sides are trying to work the point and not be too aggressive too soon. And Larry and Krista just got the better of us. Larry was there at the end with just a poke volley, and Tommy just wasn't able to get, you know, he got back in the kitchen, but he wasn't able to get his hands ready. And so he wasn't expecting that there, and he got caught. So, but good point. And it's out. All right, Larry's serving. Here I come up with the return. I'm in there. Lob from Larry. Oh, he gets up there. Okay, block it back. Nice white shot from Krista. I'm in there. Oh, but not enough. Okay, so, all right, I was able to get into the kitchen. Okay, lob from Larry. Tommy gets it back. Larry digs it out. Tommy's in there. Okay, again, he gets it to Larry, not an attackable ball. Yeah, if I were Larry, I'm not sure if I would have poked it at me. I would have gone back towards Tommy, I think. Just to get, because he's got less time. I've got more time to react on that one because I'm cross court from him. Yeah. So anyway, I get it back. Krista hits it a nice wide shot to Tommy. He barely gets it. And you see how wide he is? You see now because of that how I have to shift over. And I can tell he's not going to get back in the court. And so, see how I cover that? See how I'm there? Because he's not there. So I have to step over and try and take this shot because Tommy wasn't getting back in the court in time. I don't hit a great backhand. I pop it up, and Larry's able to get a nice sharp backhand volley right back at Tommy as he comes back in the court. Tommy wasn't prepared for it. So that was, you know, a good point from them. They worked the point well. They worked the angles well. You know, we did what we could, but wasn't enough. So nice job. All right, next point. All right, good roll volley. Another good backhand roll, Krista. Now we're starting to work our way in. Lob, I push him back. Tommy gets in there. We're starting to work our way up. Boom. Ah, okay. I like it. I like it. Good job on all sides. Okay. So again, good patient pickleball play there. You know, both teams trying to work the point. So despite the cold weather and despite it not being everybody's best night, we actually did have some pretty good points on this game. So I was pretty pleasantly surprised when I went back and looked at the footage. All right, here we go. So here we go. Tommy serving. Larry returns. Okay, kind of hits a nice third shot drop. Krista can't really attack it, but she does the right thing. She rolls it back to Tommy, forehand roll volley back to keep Tommy deep. Great job. He gets it back again, tries to drop it at her feet. She does the right thing again. That's a beautiful backhand roll volley that Krista hit there. So same thing, keeping Tommy back. He's not able to get in. We're trying to work our way in there. Now she does the same thing to me. Tries to hit it back at my feet. I'm able to hit a nice lob that pushes them back. So a nice deep lob, and now we're able to start moving our way in. We're starting to move our way into the kitchen, trying to work our way up there, get to that non-volley zone line. Krista's trying to go on the offense. There we go. Tommy's there. Krista's there. But you see how, yeah, that's what happened. So Tommy kind of gets her off balance. He pulls her wide just enough, and I can see the only shot she can hit basically right there. I'm ready to step into the middle. I could I'm just a half a step ahead of her. I can already see where that ball's coming. So I'm able to step into the middle of the center line and hit a nice two-handed backhand attack. Larry wasn't ready for it, and we ended up getting the point. So let's watch it in real time one more time. Here we go. That's it, deep shot, good roll forehand, good roll backhand, Krista, nice job. We're working our way in. She keeps me back, but I hit a nice deep lob. Trying to work our way in there. We're in there, pulls her wide. I see it. I read the play. I read that book last week, Krista. Sorry. All right. Next point. Yeah, that's it. You get it. You get it, Haley. I did. All right. Back it up. Getting up there. Okay, keeping him back. Again, try to keep him back. Nice lob. Good way to get in there, Tommy. Way to take that. Oh, he does an amazing job staying out of the kitchen. I pulled him wide. All right, that's another good point. Okay, lots of good stuff happening here. Larry's serving. I return. Good deep return. I'm able to get in there. Okay, so you see, not an attackable ball. So I'm just trying to keep them back and not allow them to get to the kitchen. So I hit a deep forehand volley to them. Krista tries to lob it. Unfortunately, I have a good overhead, so I hit a good angled overhead there. To Larry, Tommy reads that. He steps in the middle. I like that he did that. Good read there. Stretches them. They barely, this is good on him for doing that little dance. He managed to somehow stay out of this kitchen. Keeps the play alive. But now, see how I'm stretching this backhand, and I'm able to angle this. So again, I see them pinched in the middle, and I'm able to work this backhand over back wide to Larry's backhand. And here that's a hard shot, a wide angle backhand. He knows he can't pop it up because I'm just going to sit there and I'm going to eat that ball alive. He's trying to hit another angle backhand back to me, but instead he hits it in the net. So, I forced that error out of him. So, that's the point of pickleball, is a lot of times you're not really trying to win the point directly. And this is the difference between pickleball and tennis. Tennis, obviously, you're trying to rip winners. You're just basically trying to win the point. Pickleball, it's more about you're trying to work the point to the point where your opposing team, either you force an error out of them or you force them to hit a shot that you can finally put away. So that's what I did right there, is I was able, I'm not directly hitting the winner, but I hit the shot that Larry doesn't want to hit, a wide backhand. I worked the court, saw that read their positioning, and made him hit the shot he didn't want, and forced the error out of him, because otherwise he was going to pop it up and I would have given myself the easy ball to finish on anyway. So that's how you start to work it. You're not trying to attack every shot and hit a winner off of every shot. You have to start to work the point, especially if you want to level up from 3.35 to 4.0, 4.0 to 4.5. We have to elongate and extend those points and not just go for broke on every shot. So let's watch that one more time, real time. Here we go. Good deep return. I'm able to get in there, just trying to keep it back. She hits a lob. Nice, good shot. Tommy steps in there. He's out of the kitchen. Nice angle backhand, and he misses it. That's what happens. All right, here we go. Tommy tries to get in there. Oh, good. Now, so two things happened here. I don't know if we're going to hear the audio there, but so Tommy hits the shot. Krista's able to see. Krista hit a great shot there. See how I have to, it's right there at my feet. See how I had to bend over really low to get that? you know, and I kind of, not a huge pop-up, but definitely an attackable ball. It's above the level of the net, and she's able to step in, and she's going to take this, and she's going to aim it right at Tommy. Now, it's kind of maybe not, I'm not going to, and of course, he wasn't ready for it. Now, I'm not going to bag on him too hard because that's going to be a hard ball no matter what. When you're that close to the net, it's hard to react. I mean, you just kind of sometimes put your paddle up. But what I'm saying here at the end is I said, let out balls go out. That's my sage advice for all of you players out there. Let the out balls go out. So I know from my vantage point, I knew that that shot that Krista was hitting was going to go long. Tommy couldn't get out of the way, so it's not his fault. So they were going to, you know, if you can let those out balls go out, start letting some of those out balls go out. I know we all have a partner like that just hits everything that comes their way, and you're like, no, just let it go, let it go, let it go. Yeah, I'm not a singer. Anyway, so that's what I was trying to say right there. Let it go out. But Krista had was going to win the point anyway. Okay. Let out goes ball out. Out balls go out. That's right. Okay. Last point. Here we go. Trying to keep Krista back. Lob. That's a good get. Oh, look at that. Nice. Going on the attack. See if Tommy. Yep, we're trying to dink it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this isn't the last point. That was it. It was great. Actually, let's back this up. All right, so Larry serves. I hit that return. I'm able to run in. Tommy gets a paddle on it. Good job. Yep, I'm able to get there. I'm trying to roll it back to Krista to keep her deep. She hits a lob up. Now, that's a good grab from me. I was able to get it back. Wasn't a winner, but made them play a little bit on the defensive. Now, that's a good get right there, to be able to take this backhand low and angle it to get him low. So and then I'm able to get back into the point and almost go on the attack there. Now, if I would have hit a sharper ball, I could have nailed that down the line. I wasn't as sharp with it. Krista's able to get it back, get a paddle on it, but Tommy's there waiting. He's shifted over the way he should. Okay, hits a shot there. Krista's starting to work the point again. She pulled him wide. Tommy's lucky he got that. I mean, that's good. Good for him. That was a good shot from Krista. Larry was waiting, but he missed it. And we escaped by the hair of our chinny chin chin there. So Larry, I think he was thinking maybe Tommy was going to go for the ATP because he was more angled for that. I don't think he was expecting him to go back down the middle. He wasn't really, ready for that shot, even though it was kind of a high forehand. I think he was just too off balance to hit it. So, and we ended up with the point. So let's watch this point one more time. That's it. Good shot. Pops it up, but not enough. It stayed shallow. That's it. Good shot. Oh, look at that one-hander. That was a good one. Almost attacked it. I almost won the point right there. Not quite. Nice shot, Krista. Now, good wide shot. And Tommy just, I don't think Larry expected him to get it back. So, all right, here we go. Last point. Another lob. I'm able to hit another good overhead, trying to keep them back again, keep them at the back of the court. Now, that was too shallow. Oh, that's it. We almost had it there. We almost had it. Krista did. Krista followed my advice. She let the out ball go out. Good job, Krista. You let the out ball go out. I love it when that happens. So yeah, unlucky there. It was a good battle between the two of us, between our two teams. And it was a great pickleball despite the cold. We all did, I think, a pretty good job of that. So what did you see? I especially want to know about that one point with where Tommy and I almost collided, and I want to know what you think about who should have hit that ball, and drop a comment below. So comments, questions, concerns, drop a comment, like, subscribe, do all the things, and we'll see you again on the next one. Take care.